and then I'm gone.
Trying to make chicken salad out of chicken shit, and it was just awful.
I've turned chicken salad into chicken shit. I will continue to do so.
Making chicken salad out of chicken shit.
Make chicken salad out of chicken shit. People is as people does, that's all there is to it. Put a square peg in a round hole, just never seems to fit. And you
This is Bianca Belair.
Hey, this is Kevin Owens.
Hey, it's Seth freaking Rollins.
It is the man, Becky Lynch.
It's Rhea Ripley here, and you're listening to Wrestle Radio Australia.
Welcome everyone to your longest running Australian wrestling podcast. This is Wrestle Radio Australia. This is Thursday, so it is Making Chicken Salad, the show where we sit down and review Australian wrestling shows and all the news that's happening around Australia and around the world. Joining me, my two cohorts, Jeff Setti. How are you, my friend? I stopped myself.
I was fine up till then. No,
I was being very formal.
Yes, you were, Todd Reed.
Fancy Jeff.
Yes.
Formal Jeff.
Formal Jeff.
I'm just.
Award show Jeff.
Boys.
Jeff.
Nonetheless, I was well. I'm still well. I'm happy. I'm here.
Okay.
It's great being here.
Jamery, how are you, mate?
I'm good. I'm pretty well.
Jamie Apps, how are you, my friend?
I'm doing much better than Lachlan is.
Yeah.
How's me? Like the week I've freaking had. Jeez. It's not really it's not really a week you want where you got to go and see lawyers and shit like that. It's just a pain in the ass.
Lawyers. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
So-
look, we're getting a couple of comments. Alex Firehart has said something, and
Yes.
Wild Angel 2 has also dropped a thing in. I mean, did the lawyers come up with an official statement?
I have an official statement that I have to read out before, just to clear all the stuff that's happened this week and all stuff. So clear it up. So this is just an official statement, all right, on behalf of us here. We here at Wrestle Radio Australia had hoped not to address this matter publicly, but unfortunately recent events has left us with no choice. Following the PWA King of the Metro post-show celebrations, WRA's own Lachlan Albert allegedly went out of his way to brutally assault PWA and New Japan Pro Wrestling star Robbie Eagles' hand with his chest. While we're relieved to report that Mr. Eagles has suffered absolutely no injuries whatsoever, we believe this level of recklessness is completely unacceptable. As a result, Lachlan, thin ice, mate. As a result, we have handed Lachlan Albert a 1-week suspension effective immediately. We offer our sincerest and unreserved apologies to Mr. Eagles and vow to do everything in our power to ensure such a disgraceful incident never happens again. Don't make us block you, Lachlan. Don't make us block you. You are banned.
Is that why in the Wrestle Radio Australia's offices that we all share, there's a huge amount of like hand cream and things that we have to send those to Mr. Eagles post haste?
No, because he was fine.
Yeah, he was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lachlan, not a trained wrestler, so his attack not so great.
Yeah. Do not attack.
Apparently, like
people's
slapping
hands.
pudding. I heard.
Do not attack people's chests with hands with your chest, Lachlan. What have we learned from this?
Yeah, just unacceptable, mate. You know better. You should know better. Luckily, though, I do know he's ring announcing for PWA this weekend in Toowoomba. So we'll see how that goes.
Oh, I heard that Robbie passed the information on to one Jack Bonza. So, who knows how that'll end.
I think there'll be a multitude of people ready to go.
Behave yourself, Lachlan, from all of us.
Yes.
Yeah, we don't need to speak to the lawyers again next week, please.
No,
They're expensive.
not again. They are. By the hour? Jeez.
Yeah.
I mean, you could have just done it on ChatGPT.
Yeah, you could have. It's almost like someone might have.
A lot cheaper.
No one would do that. That's only for agreements.
Lachlan has intoned with, please everyone, pray that Robbie has not told Mr. Richard South about the incident. Oh, I'm sure that Mr. Richard South will find out through the grapevines.
I believe
think you did get concussed.
Richard South. Your Highness Richard South, even.
Yes. I utmost got concussed. Yeah,
I utmost got concussed, yeah.
I think that's
maybe
a word.
you did. Either way,
he did hit the wall quite hard afterwards, so.
Did he?
It was kind of a double whammy.
Oh, Lord. Anyway, so fun was had at the post-show party, my friend.
The post show was pretty good, yeah. We
That's
just
good.
went and hung out with Gail and some wrestlers, and then Lachlan started some problems, and then we left.
Then you
I was
left.
like, we gotta go. We gotta get out of here.
There's always that one guy in there at parties.
Yeah.
He starts kicking off, you're like,
Until he had a second Lucasade, he was just hiding out in the corner.
Yeah, well, it was sponsored by Jägermeister. I think we found the problem here. Anyway, we will move on
have a few
to we will move on to what we are all about here at Making Chicken Salad, and that is reviewing great Aussie wrestling shows. And without burying the lead here, this was a great Aussie wrestling show. It was PWA King of the Metro. The only problem I had with this was the lighting for the YouTube audience. I can't imagine it was that bad for you guys in the building, but it was very dark on stream.
It was a little dull, I think, in colouring, definitely not in ring action.
No, but it was almost like EPW-ish.
Yeah.
That's kind of the Metro, I think, because it's more of a music venue. All the lights point at the stage, not the ground in front of the stage where the ring is. So like when they're on the stage with the backlighting of the LED screen, and then the lights pointing on them, they're really bright and really easy to see. And then as soon as they step into the ring, it's dark and the crowd is pretty much in darkness.
Yeah. So that was literally my only real problem with because it's always one of the best productions in the country, in the world for independent wrestling anyway. So especially, that literally was,
especially doing a live broadcast, that's phenomenal. That's phenomenal.
Lachlan, you're banned. There is a lighting rig directly over the middle of the ring that occasionally almost takes a hit. So there you go.
But the problem is that lighting rig is not for the ring. It's the lights for the stage. So they're angled towards the stage.
And occasionally at most takes a hit.
Yeah, we will get this kicked off with the match that I was so very shocked that this was the opening match of the show. And that was Jessica Troy and Tuckman, the Dropouts with Scott Green, defeating North Shore Wrestling, Jack Osborne and Sam Osborne with Will Keatis in 16 minutes 26. Jamie, you were there live, mate. What did you think of this match?
I enjoyed it. I was very surprised by the finish. I expected North Shore to go over, but then I expected, as I predicted last week, shenanigans afterwards.
Yes.
And there was no shenanigans, which was a good fake out for what happened later in the show. But yeah, the match was really good. I liked that we got Scott Green involved, given what we learned at the end. This was their last show. It would have been pretty sad if he didn't get to have some sort of involvement.
Yeah. Jeff, what did you think, mate?
Enjoyable as a match in isolation. As kind of the end of their interactions, I guess I wanted something a little more. But considering the physical condition of Scott, it probably was safety issues as much as anything else.
Yeah, I get that. I do get the feeling
quite the spanner in the works for their plans.
Yeah, it had a real big match feel going into it, but then when the bell rang, it just felt like a normal match. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
like a normal PWA opening match. This is what we do for you guys, kind of gimmick, which isn't bad, but it's just not what I felt that was going to be.
Yeah, because they did a lot of promotion and hype to make it feel bigger. This is the ultimate blow off of this feud. And then it was, I guess, because it wasn't really the feud. It was kind of, how can we make this make this the Dropouts? So it was a bit of a I think that one, half a dozen of the other type deal.
And look, Jess is phenomenal. She's great. We all like Jess a lot, but I think there would have been a bit more of a satisfying conclusion if it was the original Dropouts. But still, it was, for what it was. It was a fun match. It was a good time.
Yes, yeah. I mean, they played all their hits, which was good.
Yeah.
Alex Fireheart says, I'm mostly glad Scotty's involvement was minimal to avoid him making the injury worse. Yeah, that's right. He injured
wherever they're going, would not want to exacerbate an already probably starting to heal injury.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'd say it's fairly advanced.
It'd be fairly close. I would think he's probably 2 or 3 weeks away from being.
Yeah.
Because a break is what, 6 weeks?
Yeah, but it wasn't a break.
Okay.
I know what it was, but it's I don't want to say what it was because it's just that's his medical stuff.
Yep.
But yeah, I don't think he'd be that far off getting around properly. I don't know about training or anything. I think he's still a little ways off that, but maybe getting around without stealing Xander Sullivan's gimmick. Probably closer to that. But yeah, I thought it was a nice thing. It just wasn't what I thought it was going to be, and maybe that's on me.
Also, given that we got to see Jess in this, I think
Yes.
Australian wrestling needs to appreciate Jess. But well, we've still got her by the sounds of things.
Yeah, I would probably try and connect the dots on that, to be honest with you. After that, we had winner enters the PWA Rumble Last Chance Scramble. Velkin, The Anomaly, Randy Chambers, Jesse Lambert, and Hari Singh was what the originally scheduled match was. But then it was joined by Mick Moretti, who came in and beat them. Jeff, what did you think of this?
I mean, if you remember after the show when you and I caught up on the live stream, I sort of said I think if Moretti was going to be in the Rumble, they could have just announced him. And
yeah,
because I would have preferred to have this as a match with the 5 younger members of the roster and Jesse, who's kind of Australia's P-plate loving roster. He's on everyone's roster. I think I kind of wanted to see Jesse Lambert go through just to see how he interacts with a lot of members of the current roster, because it's been a few years since he's been in the PWA King of the Metro, so it would have been nice to see that. The match itself was great, because obviously it was. Some amazing moves. I'm not saying anything, Mr. Chambers, but it was...
Yeah, we're under threat of lawyers from that too.
It was very... it was just a little, disappointing when Mick walked out, because it was made it a foregone conclusion.
Yeah, Andy Macho Man Andy Savage says, I'm always surprised to see someone like Jesse fly in for a small spot. I mean, it was a match. It wasn't a small spot, but I 100% get what you mean. Alex Firehart said, on the night, but as soon as Moretti came out, I was like, oh yeah, he's winning, and checked out a little bit, which I understand as well. That I 100% agree with you, Jeff, because like no one would question him just being in the Rumble, like Moretti just being in the Rumble. No one would question that at all. And
especially given the storyline they're telling.
Yeah, 100%. And just like that spot could have been. I don't know. But see, I don't know who you take out. I mean, obviously the one you would probably take out is like Jaeger Bomber, but that's a tie-in.
They couldn't.
I think
that's paying the bills right there, brother.
Yeah.
There was a contractual obligation.
Yeah.
To probably do an extra promotion, which was quite fun.
Like for the match itself, I thought it was really good. The guys worked their asses off. There was a spot with Jesse Lambert and Randy Chambers, which we're not allowed to talk about, which was awesome.
Yes.
So, like, if somebody in the chat wants to talk about it, we can put it on the screen, because that's not us saying it.
Yeah.
But yes, that spot was awesome. Randy Chambers continually seems to just want to do the craziest bump in every match we apparently want to watch him in. Which
Bloody DJ has asked if Moretti had been away for a while, why did they put him in? I think he's appeared a couple of times, but they're doing something new with him, which makes sense to have him in there.
I mean, he's been there, but primarily as like a manager for Benjamin.
Yeah.
Is what his role has been.
He's a guide for Ben. But yeah,
Benjamin.
I enjoyed this. I thought the guys that you didn't expect really got a moment to shine, like the Anomaly. Velkin Wild really impressed me in this. Like, we've seen him a few times on the Green Label shows, and I thought he did phenomenally in this.
And also in the PWA Premiership, the 6-man.
Yeah, the 6-man thing. It was cool to see him have like a single spot. And yeah, Randy Chambers did great.
Yes. But yeah, you 100% though. As soon as you saw Mick come out, like even I, as soon as I saw Mick come out, I said, well, they're not going to not have him in the Rumble. He's going to win this. I don't know why they're doing this.
Yep.
But
yeah, I almost would have preferred if they had just had this match, had a Jesse or somebody like one of the baby faces win, and then Mick just comes out and destroys them and steals their spot.
Yeah, I get that. But yeah, I like the result alone, like Mick coming out and all of that sort of stuff. The match itself was really, really good. Like it shows that there is a like that next level of talent coming through in PWA is going to be strong, because that's really after what we saw at the end of the night. They really need to start looking at their younger talent and bringing some of them up. So this was a good preview of some of the guys that could be in line for that. Next
Also,
up, we had...
As Lachlan and I said on the night, not really a scramble if it's a 1-4.
No.
Yeah, what is a scramble?
It's like all 6 and it's last man. Pinfalls until the last man.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's like an elimination.
Yeah.
I get it.
Because when they were like, 1-4, we went, well, it's not a scramble then.
It's just a really big multi-man.
It's just a 6-pack challenge.
Yeah. The next up we had was the PWA heavyweight title. Big Fudge defeating Jack J. Bonza with EC Brownie in 20 minutes in what I thought was... It did the perfect job for me in 2 ways. One, I think during this match, I messaged our group chat and just went, like, you know what? This has completely established Big Fudge for me as a heavyweight champion. I'm actually really looking forward to seeing what he gets to do in further defenses. Yeah, that didn't last too long. Anyway, Jeff, what did you think of the match?
As you were saying that, all I heard was the Curb Your Enthusiasm music. Look, I thought this was a terrific match. As you said, Big Fudge looked the deal. Fudge getting rid of EC Browning, like disposing of him for that while, was really smartly done. I like that a lot. I like the fact that he would not lay down to Bonza. He just kept getting up. And there's a beauty about Fudge being resilient and yelling in Bonza's face as if to say, come on, you can punish me, but you will never beat me. Amazing stuff from both men. Bonza played frustration. He played that he was kind of like, there were moments where Fudge kicked out and he just looked at him as if to go, what the fuck do I have to do?
Yeah.
How do I beat this man? He's not human. And it was just great. It was so good. And then everyone's dream gets taken away because you can't have nice things. Brilliant.
Jamie, what did you think of the match, mate?
Watching this live, it was insane because, like you said, Jack got that frustrated. It got to the point where he was like, am I going to have to kill this man? And I think he almost did, because the spot off the apron into the chairs.
Yeah.
Fudge's back was destroyed. Like his shoulder, all down his side. Poor man was struggling.
TV picked that up really well too. Those big red welts on his back and just, oh my Lord. Macho Man Eddie Savage says here too, Bonza played such an underrated role here. He made Fudge look great knowing he'd be an afterthought. 100%. This was, like I said,
Fudge's best defense.
I think it's one of Fudge's best matches.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like period. I think it was just, even the stuff with Ricky, which was great, but I just thought after this match and before what happened, I messaged you guys. Like I said, I messaged you guys going, this has made him for me, this has made him the heavyweight champion. Now I've seen him do this. I'm like, he can beat anybody now. And that was perfect. So good. Right until North Shore Wrestling music hit, Will Keaters comes out and defeats Big Fudge in 40 seconds to become the new PWA heavyweight champion. I know it's only 40 seconds, but Jamie, what did you think of what happened here? Here we go. You can finally say it, mate. I was right. I knew it was happening.
I was right. I knew they were going to cash in on this belt. Don't know what you're talking about. Never thought otherwise. I really liked it. The crowd was so loud. They were so pissed off with Ketis, and I think it was increased because of what Fudge had just gone through. Everyone went, "Oh, he's actually the guy now," and then Ketis ruined all the fun, as North Shore Wrestling tend to do.
The fun ruiner. Jeff, what do you think, mate?
This is so smart because North Shore Wrestling are excellent in ring and are so entertaining that people are starting to cheer them until that. When that happens, there is no way you can cheer them. So was it Fudge's best defense? Yes. Did he have to lose the belt after it? Also, yes. The story had to be that eventually my good friend and colleague Jamie Apps got one right. We're thrilled for you, Jamie. It's the biggest news of the night. No, look, this was brilliant. It really, really dives into people hating North Shore Wrestling. The heat on them now is going to be insane.
Yeah.
Obviously, what immediately and of note, Will Ketis is facing Ricky South next month. Like, that's going to be nuts. That's going to be fabulous. I've just seen Macho Man Andy Savage's comment, and I was about to say this. Chev's return to chase the belt will be so interesting now.
I don't think she will, though. I don't know if she will, because if you've seen every bit of promo or anything like that, they credit her all the time in it too.
I think there's another belt that's available now.
Yeah.
Oh yes, correct.
See, I'm going to try and get these numbers right. Sorry, CJ162941. A lot of people called Ketis cashing in due to the last show being due to it being the last show before the climb. 100%. I just thought it was going to be the Soul. 100% thought it was going to be the Soul. The boys were just going to carry on after the match, attack Tucky, take the belt. Especially since you get word of stuff happening before. Like, we kind of heard through the grapevine.
We were suspicious that what happened at the end of the show was coming.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're like, okay, well, this is where it has to happen. He's got to drop this belt somehow.
Yeah, that's what, I literally was just like, when that match ended and the belt didn't get dropped, I'm like, what the fuck are they doing? What are they doing?
But what I heard after the show too, that was the plan. That's what they wanted everyone to think of. Oh, well, okay, he's not going to cash in then. Which made when he did cash in
the actual cash in.
When Will cashed in on Big Fudge, it was like, oh, it's happening now.
Yeah. Which is great. And for someone like Will, who really, I don't think he gets his flowers as much as what he should for how good he is, as just a worker, let alone because the guy is what do they call it, a 5-tool athlete, great worker, great promo, knows how to react to a crowd, knows how to work that crowd. He's a guy who's earned that belt without us realizing he'd earned the belt.
No, I pretty much realized. Realized.
Shut up.
No, because the quality. I'm saying it from the perspective of the quality he wrestles at now is so high. He was absolutely always going to get that belt. I know this sounds weird.
But do you know what the problem is? The reason I say it is because when you look at North Shore Wrestling, you kind of look at it as a kind of a pecking order, without there being a pecking order. It's like Sam and Jack are the tag guys, Ketis is like the Soul guy, and then Chevs is going after the main.
Yeah,
and that's why you don't... Yeah, exactly.
Triple H is the world title guy, and Randy's the Intercontinental belt guy.
I will say that they played too. After he'd won the championship, he'd done all the celebrations and they left. They hung around before they went to intermission on Fudge for just that right amount of time to get that crowd loving him, and him losing nothing by losing that title.
Yeah.
I almost want to see him come back and win that title.
I mean, the story has always been Fudge and Ketis. It's been that way for so long. So, and I said this to you on Saturday, I think, Todd, I felt that Fudge was always going to be a guy who has Keita, as the thorn in his side. This is brilliant storytelling from PWA. They have this so right, and people are going, "Oh my God, when is Fudge going to beat Ketis?" Like, people are already starting to think that way. Amazing.
Well, I mean,
really,
people
good.
are already starting to think of, like, is Ricky South going to beat him already? Do you know what I mean? Like, having that guy come after you for your first title offense, that's a big mountain to climb.
Also, a win cements Ketis too. Like,
yes, 100%.
Ketis and
100%.
and North Shore using their tricks to get past Ricky South is a really good thing. Especially on that Anita's show, it's maybe not going to be like your big Metro Theatre main level show. Like, it's not one of your top four.
Was it Prize Fight, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's Anita's in Thurul, so it's on the south coast. It's a local show for me.
Yeah, and like, Ricky cut a really good promo on their socials for this match as well.
Check that out.
I do suggest you go and check that out, because I don't think it's in this week's. No, because this week's ads are all about Riot City. But yeah, go and check that promo out. Very, very good promo from Ricky. As like Jeff would say, as you would expect, a really good promo from Ricky. That leads us into the reason. Yes, that leads us into the reason that Ricky cut the promo, and that was the 30-man PWA Rumble. I'm going to quickly get my Excalibur on here. Ricky South defeated Aaron Jake, Ali Catch, Benjamin, Billy Preston, Carter Deems, Cherry Evans, Cosmo Cooper, E.C. Brownie, Edward Dusk, El Phoenician, James Harness, Jimmy Zero, Jude London, Kai Drake, Lockie McIntyre, Luke Watts, Marley Paletti, Melissa Avarillo, Michael Spencer, Mick Moretti, MJ Eagles, Nikki Van Blair, Paris da Silva, Rita Stone, Robbie Eagles, Shay Cassidy, the Jaeger Bomber, Tony Sin, and Ty Thayer in 59 minutes and 47 seconds of a Rumble that moved, I thought, really, really well. Yes, mate.
Just want to pick you up on one thing. You accidentally said Cherry Evans. It was Cherry Stevens.
Oh, sorry about that.
Oh man,
Cherry Stevens.
So many names. It's going to be.
You did so well until that one.
Oh yeah, it's always the normal ones that get me.
There were a few returns and special entrants and stuff.
Let's go through, like, some of the special entrants was like Cherry Stevens. I nearly said it again. Cherry Stevens coming back. What a great surprise that was.
Yeah, lovely. Always good to see her. Always good to see her. I like a gimmick. I think it's great.
Yeah.
I think she's just great overall. So I'm excited to get back.
I hope that this is something that maybe she wants to explore more and come back and work more, especially since, like, what's happening in PWA at the moment. They could really use a very competent hand coming back to work in that area. Luke Watts came in, and what a way to enter. Luke Watts comes in and does like a shooting star double stop. Onto Ricky. Robbie Eagles.
Shooting star knees. It was insane.
Yeah. Michael from Moonsault Press. Hello, Michael. How are you, my friend? I was bummed when she stepped away. Glad she is back. I'm hoping. Is it Shooting Star Meteora? Is that what it was? Okay.
Thanks,
so
Alex.
There you go. Holy shit.
Yeah.
What in this match stand out to you guys? I'm just going to, just quickly, because we will talk about some of the stories coming out of it as well. I just want to talk about the Rumble overall. I think it was a Rumble that went for an hour, and it didn't feel like it went for an hour, which is the best way I can describe a really good Rumble. Mm-hmm. Like, it moved at a pace. They never overfilled the ring. They gave everybody that was doing stuff to coming out to do stuff, that opportunity to showcase themselves before moving on to thing. They did a really good spot for a while there with Benjamin and Mick. One bit I will say was really weird is that like he pretty much told Benjamin to eliminate himself way before the thing was anywhere near being over.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
yeah, wouldn't
well,
you want to
that's
keep
not really,
him until there's only two of you left?
yeah, that's not really the last. I thought Mitch Ryder was outstanding. I don't think you've got the right rumble here, bloody DJ. Over that, or are you having a flashback to last week's show? There's one or the other.
Well, like I said to you, Todd, there was a clear, distinct lack of Mitches in this Rumble.
There was a very distinct lack of Mitches. Should we talk about the heinous act of one Michael Spencer?
Yeah. Well, he directly caused the elimination of my pick for the thing, so...
Yeah, he did. No, to be fair, none of us got our picks.
Yeah, he, wow, what a jerk.
Yeah, what a jerk.
Not only the Cosmo and MK Ultra stuff, the MJ Eagles stuff, like, wow, the heat in that room, everybody was hating on him.
Yeah.
Really well done.
Do you want to talk quickly before we talk really about Michael Spencer and that? The what did you think of the debut of MJ? Because it was one of those things that they really did put a lot of promotion into, being the debut of MJ Eagles in this Rumble. Jeff, what did you think of her debut?
I mean, I think she did everything right. I think she's got good timing. She looked good out there. She's clearly been trained by the best. So, when you're trained by Madison and Robbie Eagles, you're going to have something special. And I think it's too early to judge anything beyond the fact that out there she looked good. The crowd got behind her very quickly. She played sympathy well. Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah, I think they did a good job of allowing her to get enough stuff in without overexposing her as well. So she got to do some things that made her look really good, and then the storyline part played out, and she played into it perfectly with her reactions. So exciting future ahead.
Yeah, you can tell she is. You can tell she's very green. She's still got those little baby steps that they all have when they first start. Those steps
like
in between the steps. Yeah, I still do them because I'm that green still. But that's like you take extra steps when you don't really need to take extra steps, is basically what I'm saying. So you could see that, but like there is so much potential when you see her, and the stuff that they like she's been working on is really good.
Even the entrance, like the confidence that was coming off her on the entrance, like, yeah, she belongs here.
Yeah.
As for that son of a bitch, Michael Spencer, after he got eliminated, and they sort of the camera did really well, because you kind of thought, you kind of forgot he'd been eliminated. You just figured he was in the back already. And just slid in, and then like Cosmo standing in the way so Kai didn't get hit by the chair, I thought was really good. Because it showed like Cosmo will still like sacrifice himself for his partner. But
it cements the fact that he's not involved in whatever Spencer's doing as well, unless it's like a really great cover.
Yeah. But really good way, and it kind of just stopped the Rumble there for a couple of minutes.
Yeah,
everyone was like, "Holy shit!"
I liked it a lot. I'm not sure about doing that stuff in Rumbles overall, because it kind of gets overshadowed by the Rumble itself. So the big news coming out is Ricky South winning, which is great, and less so about Michael Spencer's turn on his long-term partners, which should have been something to feature by itself almost. Am I making any sense here?
You do, and like normally I would agree with you. Because I always find like trying to do like heel turns and stuff in Rumbles is usually kind of pointless when they're still in the Rumble.
Yeah.
Because
But he
you
was
can
out,
just,
yeah.
like, you have to hit everyone.
Technically, that's the rules.
Yeah, technically the rules are, like, every man for himself. So, like, that's why I'm like, yeah. But when you're doing what he did, slid back in, didn't have any real reason to do it, and just attack them anyway, that's when you actually get a real, like, heel turn. Because I've had that argument before with bookers when we've been booking something. I want to do a heel turn here, and well, no one's going to like think that's a heel turn. They're just going to think you're eliminating the guy.
Yeah,
Why?
you're just trying to win the
Because it's
match.
a Rumble. It's your job to win the Rumble.
And I think like that idea of what you said, whether everyone in the match kind of just paused and like sold it, made it a bigger deal because there wasn't people in the corner being like, I'm still trying to get this person out. Everyone kind of stopped. Like, what just happened?
Yeah, and the really good, like the mark of a really good Rumble is you're able to make separate stories coming out of it, and also like not so much tie up, but advance other stories. For example, like Rita Stone really got to get hers back a little bit in this one too, with her and Mick and Benjamin. I thought was really good.
And don't get me wrong, like this was a great sequence of events. Like I dug the turn itself, but my concern is more the spotlight. But let's move on. I was also really impressed with Jimmy Zero. I thought Jimmy Zero making a debut as well looked great. Really put together some good moves, and that was wonderful. Rita Stone was wonderful. The Shea elimination by Lockie was chef kiss great.
I was going to say the Lockie McIntyre Carter Deems stuff was also a really good continuation of their character and storyline as well.
Yeah, that was because for a while I was like, they're gonna let him win it. I'm the smartest man alive.
It's like, oh my god, if you want to get heat on someone, Lockie McIntyre's your man.
Yeah,
but I also realized, like, as good as Lockie is, he's still quite limited in ring, and PWA like their workers. So I don't, I like in hindsight, that was kind of what I thought. And I really liked the minimal use of Jaeger Bomber from the perspective of, look, he was clearly a talented worker, whichever boy it was. But I mean,
I don't know who Jaeger Bomber was, but there were signs that a certain skater boy had gone missing. And I don't think you've ever seen Skater Boy Pidgey and Jaeger Bomber in the same place at the same time.
Yes.
I don't know what that's saying. I mean, I could also be Batman because you've never seen me and Batman in the same place at the same time.
That Jaeger Bomber was looking quite ripped too.
But I have it on good authority that our colleague, Lachlan Albert, disappeared conveniently just as Jaeger Bomber came out.
No, don't try that because we saw what happened to him when he copped one chop from Robbie Eagles.
I've got to have something in my life. Give me a break. No girlfriend. I can't read. Come on.
What a shock.
Jesus. Get some more Jaeger in here.
Yeah, I know. Alex Fireheart said I did like the Rita Benjamin stuff where Benjamin was as actively avoiding hurting Rita until after the slap. Yeah, there's some really good stuff in there, and stuff where, because I know we were fairly critical of the way that they treated Rita in the whole Mick bringing Benjamin over to his side. We were fairly critical in the way they'd done that. And this sort of helped change my mind a little bit.
Brought her back up to their level.
Yes.
I will say this Rumble overall, because we did MCW last week, this did feel very different from that. Like that one was a very like, let's elevate the next crop, and sort of it was more in-ring focused of what they could do. This Rumble felt very character forward. It was all about like, let's do the Barnaby stuff. Let's do the Jimmy Zero, he's the flippy guy stuff. The Mick Rita storyline. Lockie McIntyre. It was a very character heavy show. The Nikki Van Blair angle as well. Like it was all let's make sure you know who these characters are, and then they'll do some cool ring stuff to get to the end. And then it was the final 4 was where we got the real action heavy bit.
Yeah. Bloody DJ says Avarillo gave Deems a massive big boot. I think he gave Lockie the big boot. I don't know if she gave it to Carter Deems, but she gave Lockie a big boot. He's probably still like, I think his breath still has toe jam on it.
I really liked this Rumble, and I agree with Jamie. Both were completely different from each other from the perspective of very, very different kinds of Rumbles. I liked both a lot. They also had a different rhythm to each other, where last year they had a similar rhythm because both combatants from number 1 won their Rumbles. So it was good that this year they were so markedly different. And they're both very good Rumbles. Like, they both hang together really, really nicely as Rumbles. Lovely stuff. Just a great representation too of Australian and Alley-Catch talent. And I really, really liked our Street King. Did terrific job. You know, coming out there. I can't remember his name for the moment, but coming out there. Aaron Jake was absolutely fantastic in this ring. He is so good. I hope that PWA recognize what they've got with him and actually start to use him a little more constructively.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How did the Billy Preston stuff come across on the stream?
A little weird.
It felt very bushwhackery, if that makes sense.
Okay.
It comes in, goes straight out.
But like
the
sugar bit.
Yeah, that was well, you've got Rose and Gail
they really enforced it was sugar.
Yes, they really enforced it with sugar.
I made sure to tell you.
Watching it live in the venue didn't really feel like sugar. Especially when the ring announcer, Diego, ran over and like stole the bag and like popped it in his jacket and ran away with it.
Well, maybe he needed it. Maybe he needed some sugar. Cup of tea later.
Bit low sugar.
Freeze throat.
And
Alex Firehart has brought up something that I think we should probably talk about too. I will admit I almost think the Barnaby thing would get old for me, but surprisingly it didn't. What did you guys think of the Barnaby thing, Jamie?
I was very similar. I was like, oh no, this is going to get really old really fast. But thankfully it didn't linger too long. It was there for just the right amount of time. I think if they'd done it 2 or 3 more times.
And they spaced it out enough too, I think.
Yeah, it wasn't every single entrant did it.
No.
Yeah, I unfortunately wasn't as much of a fan of this as you guys were. For me, it was a bit sort of, okay, Barnaby's back, great, okay. Where's Paris kicking out? You know? But I also acknowledge that it wasn't overbearingly bad. It just didn't. It's not my flavor of ice cream, as you'd say, Todd. You know, but it wasn't overly bad. And Shay's still so good in ring that almost all can be forgiven. And I loved her elimination. I thought her elimination was so funny.
Yeah. Much Man Andy Savage says, I was glad Dust got a chance to shine because without that, it was dangerously close to bringing in other promotion stars to do nothing. It's a real, like, Rumbles are a real juggling act when it comes to that. And Bloody DJ asks, like, a question here. Are Rumbles hard to put together for the pacing, order of eliminations, things like that? It seems it is a hell of a lot of planning. It is an absolute nightmare, to be honest with you. I personally hate planning them. I always put like 2 or 3 different when I've had to book Rumbles, I've always put like 2 or 3 different people in charge of or with me to book certain sections of the Rumble.
Yeah, segments or groups of people.
Yeah, because it's really hard, especially when you're dealing with like 30 people.
Yeah, I've been in the room really for one other Rumble as it was getting planned out like that, and yeah, it was. Okay, this is the overarching story we want to tell.
Yeah.
And get to this point as this person wins. But then we're going to split you off into like groups of 10 or 5, and you're going to be responsible for your group. Get through your spot, and then when this person comes in, they're now responsible for the next wave of it. It looked like a nightmare to plan.
Yeah. The good ones are kind of like you have your entry number, and then you have who's going to eliminate you, but then you know who's going to be eliminated after you. So you're like before and after you. So you're like, okay, I'll just wait till this guy goes. As soon as this guy goes, I know it's my time to get out of here.
Yep.
And then you just work towards the guy that's supposed to eliminate you. You just go, hey brother, time for me to go home. It's kind of deal. Not giving too much away when it comes to that, but like that sort of gimmick is usually, it's really hard to plan though. Really hard to plan. So when you see good ones, trust me, a lot of work has been put into them.
And like
and on that, Todd. Sorry, Jamie, before you jump in, mate. Well done to both PWA and MCW's booking crews who put their rumbles together, because they were both very watchable and literally flew by.
It's been by a really good.
I was just going to circle back on Macho Man Andy Savage's comment about like bringing other promotion stars in to do nothing. I don't think they did. Like, Dusk had a good moment to shine. James Hartness got a decent amount of stuff in. Like, he was never going to be the winner, but he got to have like a spot with Brownie that was a big moment, spot with Robbie that was a big moment. Like, he got to have some things where he showed off what he could do. And then like his elimination, he sold the hell out of Brownie's Black Hole Slam. Like, he should be dead as he goes out. And yeah, I don't think they really brought people in to just shit on them. I think they all did really well.
I don't think they meant shit on them. But I completely understand what they were saying. It is like I said, it is a hard balancing act.
It's hard because you want to have the biggest stars in the country in your Rumble, but then those biggest stars are also big stars because they're prominent characters on other shows.
Yeah, but also
it's not even that. But you've only got you've got a certain amount of things you have to get done in these things, and you a lot of times you have to prioritize your local people because they're the ones that will be there on every show.
Exactly what I was about to say. I mean, this year at MCW, Jarvis is undeniable. Like that, you've no idea what the reaction is like for that guy and how long the queue is after shows. From kids, adults, older people, just chockers. You cannot get to Jarvis. And so he's undeniable. And the Ricky South return story is similarly undeniable. So, anyone who remember, if you don't win the Rumble, you can still look amazing. Like one of the main stories coming out of MCW was Mitch Ryder.
Yeah. I love that they kept as much as they could, they kept Ricky coming back under wraps. I know, unfortunately, Wrestling Go had promoted him in a match the week of, and I was like, son of a bitch.
That's annoying.
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
I kind of already knew. So I was just like, son of a bitch, just 1 week. You couldn't have waited 1 week?
Yeah, you mentioned it. You mentioned it to myself, and I was like, yeah, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah. My only, and this isn't even a criticism, I guess. It's just more of a creative choice. Is that I kind of, like the MCW Rumble, we talked about they feathered a lot of younger people in that thing, and brought that last section, it was EC Brownie, who was fairly young in PWA, but it was Robbie Eagles and Ricky South.
Yeah, it was the old guard.
Which was just the old, you could have had a real chance to make an Aaron Jake and have Aaron Jake come really close, but then Ricky get over him. Because at the end of the day, Ricky South is Ricky fucking South. And there's nothing against the two, like, because Robbie isn't an absolute like establishment when it comes to PWA. He's one of the Eagles on the solid PWA championship belt, as was explained later on that night. It's just, especially with what that news was later on, they need to start thinking about who are our next dropouts.
Yeah.
Not so much dropouts, but who are our next two guys, like Scott Green and Tuckman. And if I'm being even more further into this, who is our next Jess Troy? Because I think, like, if you put the dots together, if Jess and Scott are married, I can't imagine she'll be staying in Australia
long term
while he's over there living in Florida or wherever he is.
Or, Orlando or wherever he wants.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, no,
both companies are in Florida.
But news kind of broke-ish today, which we'll talk about a little later.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the list, though. I don't know. Like, Aaron Jake could probably be the person.
Aaron Jake, Kai Drake.
Aaron Jake.
Kai Drake was
I know that was your pick. That's why you did it.
No, I'm not letting it go.
Paris would have been good, but again, Paris is like
kind of on the verge of being old guard. Yeah.
Yeah. Shay Cassidy would have been an interesting one, but she was number one.
Yes,
and you couldn't do the same story as you did last year of have her get all the way to the end.
Also, as a side note, and somebody else put it in the chat before, and I missed it, and I apologise for that. The bump that Ali Catch took for her elimination, I'm so happy that she's okay, because that looked brutal.
Nasty.
I think it was one of the first things we discussed when we spoke on Saturday was that bump looked horrid.
Do you think people remember Rumble losers? It doesn't always result in a... Sorry, I should do that. Do you think people remember Rumble losers? Look, if you put up a good showing, then the last two people are usually the ones that, like we remember Mitch Ryder and Jarvis. And also...
And last year it was...
Mitch and Jarvis.
Yeah. And last year's MCW Rumble was Robbie Thorpe and Jarvis.
Yes. So I mean, 100%. Like you do think of those people, especially when, like, Aaron Jake could live off promos saying, "I came this close to beating Ricky South for that King of the Metro," and you don't think that Aaron Jake knows how to cut a promo.
I guess the issue they have with Aaron Jake is he's going away for a bit as well.
Yeah. See, that's got to be the biggest issue that PWA have at the moment, is all these people deciding they're going to go to Canada or get snapped up, or England or
places.
Japan, or it's got to be an absolute nightmare.
But I mean, that's an issue.
School is too good, so people leave all the time.
Yes.
That's an issue with Australian wrestling. Let's be honest. It really is.
Yeah.
And, we want our wrestlers happy and healthy.
Yes. Keanu says, I remember Brownie. He was awesome. That was a big bump up for Brownie, and that as well for that.
Yeah, he looked great.
He looked very, very good in it. So we have Wild Angel, PWA. Stop making good wrestlers. Stop making good wrestlers who pick up international following. 100%. Benefit is, Alex Fahart says, is the crop of younger people who would be very willing to step up if given the chance. That 100%. And it's just a matter of, like, giving them that chance, giving them that spotlight to be able to do that. So we had Ricky South, the winner of the PWA Rumble. He will be going on to challenge Carter Deems at Prize Fight, is it? Carter Deems?
Yes.
Will Keatis. Will Keatis at Prize Fight. Sorry, it was just, I looked up and I saw his name when I went to read Will Keatis' name. Keanu says, on the pre-show there was a guy called Neil Mercer on the pre-show. He looks the goods for a rookie. Did you see him, Jamie?
He does look very good. Reminded me of a Ben from SMS, Snapchat.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Ah, right.
Cool. That's very good.
So yeah, he could be very good.
Not going to lie, Ricky South versus Carter would be fantasy. It would be.
Yeah. Yeah.
So after that happened, and after PWA went off the air, I can't remember. Did Ricky cut a promo? I can't remember off the top of my head.
Yes.
You did?
I don't know if it was on the stream, but he did cut a promo saying, like, thanking the fans and, like, the fans are the reason he came back to PWA and why he loves this place so much.
Okay.
So
And
the
then
example is we're seeing the baby face version of the example. That'll be
yes,
curious.
pretty much. Because I'll be honest with you, like as soon as that Rumble ended, I quickly ducked into my podcast studio to start setting up for our post show. So I kind of missed that post bit. Then after it went off the air for PWA on YouTube, the dropouts came out. And Jamie, we talked about this on the post show, but if you were in the building, tell us what happened, my friend.
The dropouts came out and just announced that said thank you to all of the fans and everything. Without them, there would be no dropouts and no finger pointing and Chelsea daggering, and that they were now leaving Australian wrestling for the foreseeable future, which is sad but also exciting for them, and also thanked their now wives.
Yes,
was,
that
for me was the biggest shock of the night. 2 wives. I was like, what? Where did this come from?
Yeah, 100%. With Scott Green sort of like thanking his wife Jessica, which if you can connect the dots on that one, and and Tucky, of course, thanking his wife, whose name I didn't catch on the thing, so I apologize for that. But yeah, I couldn't be more happier for the guys. I'm so happy I was being overly cautious when I did the whole thing where I got in trouble for tall poppy thinging. But and essentially Tucky also vacated the Soul of PWA Championship. So we'll find out what's going to be happening with that. I might even tomorrow night on our watch along try and pump Rose for information and see if he knows what's going to be happening with that Soul.
There were a few ideas thrown around after the show, talking to some people of maybe they do the next premiership is for the Soul. Maybe they do the climb is for the Soul rather than the brief, the esky, things like that.
That was a lot of stuff that went around the post show as well.
There are a lot of options for what they could do with that. Prize fight could be to crown the new champion.
The climb could be.
Yeah, I would say if they're, because
I feel like the premiership would be great.
I was going to say maybe they even hold it off past the climb for the next show. Mm. Just call the show like the Fight for the Soul.
Yeah,
and
they could do like
a one-night tournament.
Like that, yeah. They didn't get to do that really this year with the Coliseum, so we'll do a one-night tournament for the Soul.
Yeah, well, you could do a one-night 8-person tournament.
Yeah, that's 3 rounds.
So 4, 2, 1. So it's 4, 5, 6, 7.
It'd be 3 rounds.
Yeah, 3 rounds. Yeah, it's 7 matches. Plus, you could throw in something like intermediately. I think that you could do it. I think it'd be great because I'm a big mark for the original King of the Ring tournaments, with the ones that Bret Hart won and stuff like that. The one-night tournaments, I get it. It's a big stress on guys, and I understand why you wouldn't sometimes do it, especially with the way wrestling is nowadays, with how full-on people go in matches.
Yeah.
But I'm a big mark of that, going through one night to get to the finish. So, cheat and do a 4v4 with a winning team doing a 4-way. Oh, my Lord.
You do some
that
crazy...
is a lot of hats on a lot of hats.
You do some crazy TNA type format where it's like the reverse battle royal thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, my Lord. King of the Mountain style.
Yeah.
And I will just again congratulate the true star of the show, the person who...
Here comes the bad joke.
After a year, Jamie, you must be pleased. The esky finally paid off for you. Not such a bad joke, was it, Eastman? You laughed at it.
That was a predictable joke, sir.
Yeah, it was.
Everybody remembers when you're right.
Yes.
I don't remember the other 52 times you're wrong.
Yeah. So
PWA
we'll
haven't
move
run
on
52
to...
shows in a year. What are you talking about?
You know what I mean.
No.
Every
Well,
other
they've
month.
run 2 on one night, so I mean, it is feasible. It could have happened. So we'll move on to news that happened. Well, I guess happened today, or broke today, or was reported today on Fightful. So apparently, dropouts have been reported to expected to be joining the WWE. That's from Fightful Select and Ella J. That was promoted on their channels and stuff like that. I will say that that is probably good money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a feeling that the next NXT class might be getting announced soon because of some of the stuff we've been seeing coming out, like Richard Holiday's apparently got interest.
Yes.
Xena has got interest. Now the dropouts, it's like, okay, they're building up for the yearly, like, here's the next class.
Yeah, it kind of feels like that, doesn't it? Like Hiromu as well.
Yep.
So
I
we'll talk about
don't
that
know.
when
We
We might get the T-shirt photo in the next week or two, by the sounds of things.
Yeah. You're underwater, Jamie.
Oh.
He's back.
Yeah, that's better.
Yours is only short, not like Lachlan deep dives. You just sort of like you sort of just skip across the water. I will say that I agree with that report. That is the best I can do, and that. So yes, congratulations to them. And of course, until it's announced properly, yeah.
Take it with a pinch of salt until you hear it from WWE, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, until you see those boys in an WWE or NXT T-shirt, nothing's in stone yet.
Yeah, because I mean, let's face it, there was plenty of chances it could go either way, or there is plenty of chances it could go or could have gone either way, because like Tuckman was on ROH and absolutely tore that place apart when he came out. And if that wasn't enough to make Tony Khan sit up straight in his chair, I don't know what was. The boys also went over and done a tryout at the Performance Center. So, I mean, either way would be very possible. I would just lay I would err towards being WWE, mainly because Fightful rarely get these things wrong.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm also interested what music and stuff they get.
Yeah, that's the more interesting thing, isn't it? Like,
yeah, I think everyone's kind of going. What?
I don't care where they're signed, just as long as I can keep Chelsea Dagger.
Because it is such an important part of their presentation, so it'll be interesting whether they get the WWE-ified version or if they let them get something a bit better.
Now here's another one too. Tuckman.
Yeah.
Does he stay Tuckman?
Maybe.
Or does he stay many Tuck? Or Tucky Man? Tucky Man with 2 N's.
I guess it depends on how connected and how much he wants to stay as that, whether he's willing to sign it away.
Yeah.
It also depends.
But nowadays apparently the WWE deals are like you could sign it away, but when your contract's up, you retain ownership of the name. Yes, that's from what I remember from hearing in the last couple of things. Like they can do that, and you can also change it if you want to.
What I question is how well a gimmick like the Tuckman, specifically the name, will transfer to the US. It's a pretty Australian kind of concept.
It kind of felt like when it was originally conceived, it was kind of like their version of Duffman.
Yeah, right. Yes, that's right.
Especially, with the beer helmet and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think it will translate better than we think. Because it's just like the beer drinking college kid that likes to have fun.
Yeah. Yeah, except it's just an Aussie kid that likes to have fun.
Drinking out of shoes. Like, Grayson's already got that Aussie culture across of, like, Aussies love a beer and they'll drink out of a shoe.
They do a shoey. No,
Okay.
yeah.
And how much do you reckon? How likely is it that WWE are going to make them? Oh, geez. Oh, boys, where are we? Oh, crikey.
I don't know if you've talked to Tucky.
Yeah, I was just say, have you spoken to Tucky recently? That's how that is Tucky.
That's kind of like
is
they'd have to
Tucky,
stop.
true.
They'd have to go, mate. Can you stop doing that?
Can you be
Yeah,
less
well, the question-
Australian?
We're having a
less
hard time
you.
understanding you. Have to do the Margot Kidder thing with Home and Away. I don't know if you ever remember that. It was Home and Away or Neighbours? Apparently, when I don't know where she was from, Home and Away or Neighbours, but when she started in one of those, they actually sent her to elocution lessons because she was talking to Gold Coast, and people couldn't understand what she was saying a lot of the times.
I think Margot Robbie had that too.
That's who I was.
Yeah.
talking
Like,
about.
you need to like.
Yeah,
You're too
you need to
Australian,
stop
you
being. You're too Aussie.
You said Margot
It's going to be
Kidder.
very. Did I? Oh, Jesus.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
having
what
a
I was
great
thinking.
night
woman
tonight.
who was Lois Lane. to
I'm having a
Chris
great
Lee.
night tonight.
You really
Having a
are.
great. I'm really killing it.
You are definitely taking the place of Lachlan quite nicely.
Mate, aren't I though? So that was on, again, free on YouTube. Go and check it out if you haven't already. If you haven't already, I don't know what you're doing, because PWA is one of the best products around the country, around the world in indie wrestling, that is, too. I will say, I love the fact that there is so much support for Aussie wrestling, just for the mere fact that, like, we put up the promo that you filmed, Jamie, of the dropouts announcing what they were doing and that they were leaving Aussie wrestling. And just on our Facebook alone, like 10,000 people watched that thing.
Yeah.
So that is great for Aussie wrestling. When you've got 10,000, at least it's getting watched 10,000 times by people that they're interested in seeing who these guys are. They're interested in seeing this thing,
what's
which is
happening with
friggin'
these
awesome.
guys.
Yeah, which is so good for Australian wrestling. So I love that stuff. Also good for Australian wrestling is going out and seeing a live show. And if you want to see a live show this weekend, thanks to our good mate Michael Lee over at the Australian Wrestling Community Facebook page. Also, he started up a Instagram page as well. So go and check that out too, my friends. In New South Wales this weekend, Newey Pro has their Rumble in the Jungle, because we are still in Rumble season here in Australian wrestling. Australian Wrestling Superstars has Master versus title at the Polish Club in Anfield on Saturday. Integrity Pro Wrestling, Ashfield, sorry. Yes, you are correct, right? What did I say?
Anfield.
They're
Not
in
they're
Liverpool.
wrestling in Liverpool.
They're in Liverpool. Integrity Pro Wrestling have come on. It says come on here, but I'm pretty sure it means come on. Come on, feel the noise at West Tradies in that word, Daruk.
Daruk. Yeah, Daruk or Daruk.
Okay, I don't know that place, but there you go. IWA have Chaos on the Coast, Everglades Country Club in Woy Woy. Hard to get Woy Woy wrong on Saturday. And Rock and Roll Wrestling, you'll be at that one, won't you, mate? Rock and Roll Wrestling this weekend?
Yep.
July School's Holiday Super Show at the Campbelltown RSL Club on Saturday. In Queensland,
Robbie Eagles, I will apologise in person for Lachlan's
yes, you
behaviour.
should. Yes.
Yeah.
In Queensland,
Well, the
this weekend,
lawyers
PW
said one of us have to, so it's convenient
Yes.
if you do, Jamie.
Yes. In Queensland, PWA, which we just reviewed, doing the Viral Food Festival in Toowoomba at the Toowoomba Showgrounds on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday this weekend. Go out there and support that. Pro Wrestling Power have War on the Shore 2 in Cairns Surf Lifesaving Club at Palm Cove. Way up there in Cairns, so get up to that one. In Victoria, Wrestle Rock 46. Ali Catch and Tali, I believe, is the main in that one.
Yeah, that'll be great.
Get out
And
and see that.
Steph
That would be
Delander and
really
Axe
good.
Massacre as well.
That'll be great.
That's a hell of a show.
That is a show. Get around to that one on Friday the 10th. PCW have Slam featuring Evolution and Carnage on Friday the 10th and Saturday the 11th. Jeff, you have something on that, my friend?
Yeah, the Carnage card this weekend is going to be fantastic. Shen against Sammy Falcon. The Glow Up against Aisha and a mystery partner. That will be terrific, finding out who that is. Six-man tag, the Black Diamonds against Sam, Ben, and Breakfast. The dog collar match, Levi Nixon against the Human Nuke.
Oh, my God.
Barry Lucky O'Leary. It's a lot of fun to say that. The PCW Ignition Championship, Ryan Rapid against It's Your Boy, Murdoch. Mad Murdoch in a Falls Count Anywhere match, and the PCW Ignition Championship, JJ Ferno against Anthony Dangerfield in a hardcore match. They've just expanded the number of floor seats. That's how well this thing is selling. I cannot wait. I'm going out to Ferntree Gully to have a look. If you're going there, come and say hi. It promises to be a fabulous night of younger up-and-coming people wrestling. I can't wait. There's not a bad match on that card.
Yeah, again, that's at the Southeastern Entertainment Centre on Saturday, the 11th. So get out to that if you're in that area. Try and avoid Jeff because, he'll try and get you to buy him a drink. He's like that. Coke Zero for me, thanks, mate, he says. Just without even saying hi. You like the show?
It'll be
Coke
water.
Zero, thanks.
It'll be water.
Unless you're a wrestler, then come and tell us what you think of Lachlan.
Yeah. Yeah. Over in WA.
What do you mean? They're lining up to Jamie.
Over in WA, EPW have Evolution Night 1 and 2 on Friday the 10th and Saturday the 11th of July in South Australia, and it'll be the show that we'll be looking at when it comes up on YouTube to be watching. That is, of course, the Riot City Rumble at the Dom Polsky Centre. It is a new venue that they're working out of, so go and support them in the Dom Polsky Centre in Adelaide. It's on Saturday, of course, July the 11th. The matches on this card so far, we have Edward Dusk versus Mr. Cliff, Zach Sabbath against Redshaw. The Emerald Crown is on the line with Ben Braxton versus Matt Hayter versus Kit versus Smash. The Grand Championship is on the line with Dean Brady defending against Jet Armstrong. And the Riot City Rumble entrance so far, we have Ricardo, Mr. Cliff, Coach Cornell, Layla Page, Banjo Powers, Violet Blitz, Vincent Di Maria, Grim, Kai Thorne, Prince Apollo, Redshaw, Joe Master, Scorch, Xavier Carter, James Dalton, and Amber. That is just a few of the names that are going to be on that card. We, of course, this past week, this past week, caught up with Amber Blitz. Amber Blitz. Why do I keep saying that? Violet Blitz. I'm having a cracker tonight.
You really are.
CTE is real, folks. We caught up with Violet Blitz last week. I'm just going to play a quick minute from the interview we had. It was a really good interview, I thought. Really and I do check it out if you want. So here's just a quick minute of that interview. So how does that feel to you now, seeing because you went through that stage where you were that young girl in the classes and all that, and now you're seeing all of these girls coming. Is that kind of thing where now you feel like you have to do the Savannah thing and go, it's like this is what happens and blah blah blah, and we do this and that sort of stuff with the girls?
Oh yeah, because I'm older as well. I'm almost like the auntie to Mickey Fortune. She's the mother, and then I'm kind of the auntie that we try and mentor the girls as much as we can, because it's pretty daunting, and we just want to pass on things that might have happened to us. Be like, make sure you do this to avoid this and that.
So you can really hear my cold in that one, couldn't you? I was battling away then. So go and if you haven't seen that yet, go and check that out on our YouTube channel, because I thought it was a really good interview with Violet, who's a really interesting person. Some really cool stuff, learning too how she came into wrestling and all of that. So go and check that out. I think that does it for all the Australian stuff, unless one of you boys have something to bring up for the Australian news.
No,
we are done. We are sold. We are going to head to a break right now. You're going to see some promos for the Riot City Rumble. Again, if you're in Adelaide, go and check it out this weekend. We'll be back after this with WWE, AEW. If you're a champion in either of these places and you're on Monday Night Raw, Dynamite, Collision, or SmackDown, hold on to your belt tight, because we never know what's going to happen. And we'll be back after this with some G1 predictions, the whole gamut of what's going on over the other side of the world right after this.
Residents of Riot City, I'm Vanessa. Here with me today is Jet Armstrong. Jet, first off, thank you for joining me. My first question for you is, with everything going on with Big Brody Marshall and the old guard, do you feel like you're caught somewhere in the middle?
Big Brody Marshall's in panic mode. He sees what's happening to RCW. He sees the old guard ruining main events, interfering every show without any consequences. The fans are unhappy. The roster's unhappy. You ask me, if you think I'm caught in the middle, Jed Armstrong is front and center. My brother Nick Armstrong is one of the greatest RCW champions of all time. He's had 3 RCW title runs. I have had 0. On July 11th, at the Don Polsky Center, that changes.
Now you mentioned Nick. He also had a shot at the Grand Championship and Dean Brady. But do you think he can finish what he couldn't?
Jed Armstrong has always been the underdog. Jed Armstrong has always just fallen short. The last pillar here in RCW that hasn't held the RCW Grand Championship. Do you know how that makes me feel? Hungry. Hungry beyond belief. Jed Armstrong has been here at RCW for 15 years. 15 years. I've seen people around me, Chris Basso, Matt Basso, my brother Nick Armstrong, then guys like Matt Hayter, Katie Trey, Delta. I believe I'm just as good as those guys. And now Dean Brady getting ahead of me. You know, I've got a little girl at home, 8 weeks old. I look at her and I think, how can I make her proud? Dean Brady, you might be the most dominant RCW Grand Champion we've seen in a long time. But to Jed Armstrong, you're a fraud. At the Riot City Rumble, I will be bringing home that championship to my baby girls.
All I'm saying is number 1 and number 2, they both start at the same time. And everyone goes on about number 1, but no one ever says anything about number 2. 28 other people come out after him.
Shut up! We have Big Brody Marshall onto us. We need a plan.
All right, we're playing. All right. We're both big, strong, intelligent people. We can come up with a plan to win this, whether we're number 1 or number 2.
Yep.
Brady, what do you think?
If I hear the number 2 again, I think I'm going to have an aneurysm. And I don't think you should be doing any of the thinking. I want you to get number 2 out of your head and just think about throwing everyone out of that rumble. You too, but you especially. Brody's onto us now. He said he wants to do something about the old guard, and I'm not about to let that happen. And you are going to win something. You haven't won a goddamn thing since RCW 300.
Yeah.
Mr. Cliff's losing streak ended with you, and you haven't done a damn thing since. So focus on the Rumble, and I'll tell you what the plan is.
Brax, let's talk about it. It's facts with snacks. You have been, in the whole legacy and lineage of the Emerald Crown, the absolute best. And I love you and respect you for that, because anyone that represents the green flame represents a part of me. I am RCW personified in a body. There's no denying it. And there's also no denying that I am leaving the country, but it's not forever. And while I am here, I deserve to be a champion. It just so happens that I have to be the man to beat you for the Emerald Crown. And when the bell rings, Brax, there's not going to be any signs of respect or moral high ground between us, because I will kick your teeth down your throat to get exactly what I want. And what I want is to leave the Rumble as the new holder of the Emerald Crown. Thank you for everything you've done. Don't let the door hit you on the ass on the way out. I'll see you soon.
Jed Armstrong, the recently self-proclaimed last pillar of RCW. I'm not underestimating you one bit. You are just as delusional as what I thought you were. You're talking about RCW champions. This is the RCW Grand Championship. There have only been 4 RCW Grand Champions in this place. My sister, who I single-handedly kicked out of this country. Chris Basso, who I single-handedly kicked out of the old guard. And Matt Hayter, who I single-handedly dispatched in order to claim this forever. I will not underestimate anyone. You will receive a beating with maximum prejudice. And my mission for you at the Rumble is to survive. Because if you survive, if you succeed in clinging on to your career and your life, that is enough for you to bring home to your girls.
Hey everybody, it's the Radar Superstar Adam Copeland. I got a bunch of handles. Anyway, call me what you want, but you are listening to WRA, Wrestle Radio Australia.
We are back, and there is a blank space in between us.
No, there isn't.
Oh, there he is. Oh,
no, there
ta-da!
Making an entrance, boys.
Aren't you, mate? Aren't you? This week in WWE, and we do it for AEW. We're gonna do it here this week on a fucking Monday. The Vision won back the WWE tag titles, and then CM Punk. Oh my lord!
Oh boy!
Would someone else want to take over here?
Did Lachlan get chopped that hard that it affected you?
It's affected me. CM Punk came back from his timeout or holiday or whatever, and won the WWE Undisputed title. After the start of the show, it's supposed to be Cody, and then Cody got taken out of the match and by Gunther, and we're just gonna see what goes on here with him and Sammy, and because from what I hear, the plan going forward now is Punk and Rhodes at SummerSlam. Yeah. From what I hear, I haven't actually had a chance to watch it yet. I plan on doing it tomorrow. I hear him and Sammy was a really good match, though.
It was great.
Well,
it was great.
Yeah. It's not surprising with those two.
Yeah, that's fair.
Both pretty good performers.
Yeah. The Vision won back the tag titles with what's her name?
Maxine Dupree.
Turning to the Vision side, and apparently is with Austin. I don't know why. I don't know where this came from.
Have you looked at the man?
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I've looked at the man. I have looked at the man, but it's kind of left field. Came out of nowhere. Yeah, interesting coming forward, I guess. Open a lot of stories. Apparently Punk will be on SmackDown this week, so we might hear a little bit more, and there might be some more development to that story, I guess, going forward. Because, I mean, it was cool that it was in the same spot where he won the title ages ago, did the whole kiss thing, and then there was a photo later on in the night of the new Undisputed title
fridge.
sitting in the same fridge.
I love that he still has the same fridge.
Yeah, I know. For someone who's earned as money that he's earned, you'd think he'd buy a new fridge.
I can't help but think that everything he spoke about in the 2011 promo, he completely devalued on Monday. Like everything he spoke about, part-time wrestlers, getting titles, all of it was completely thrown out the window on Monday. It just, it amused me that's what's happened.
Look,
you hang around long enough, you become the villain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, I understand that too, and like I think throwing around the part-time wrestler thing is a bit of a, because until he took the break, he wasn't a part-time wrestler.
No, and I'm not like it's still nonetheless an older guy beating a younger, not by much younger, but a younger guy.
And after just having a nice big break.
Yeah. I love I will say I love the fact that they tied in his last promo perfectly though.
Oh yeah. It was great.
You'll never know. I never know when a title match might just drop out of the air. And then a title match dropped out of the air and he rocked up.
And I think if it's going to happen to anyone, making it happen to Sammy and making it part of his character is good. Like the work he did on the post-show promo he did, which has
The
been
fact that
shared
they
was-
let him swear the way he swore,
yeah,
brought that
yeah.
sense of more of a realist sense to it.
Yeah.
Because like WWE don't let you say motherfucker very often.
No.
Which is weird because they're on Netflix for Raw.
Yeah.
And this isn't even that it's Sami Zayn, it's Rami. Like it had that bit of, oh wow, this is real to Rami the performer and person. And there's kind of something nice about that. This actually, to be honest, this actually would have been my chicken shit, but I found that the way it's been dealt with is so clever and so good that I'm almost like, okay, it's cool. It's cool, you know.
Yeah, so we'll see what's going on with that. Like, I'm very interested to see where Sammy's character goes from here. So that's one thing that has got me interested. A few days ago, reports emerged that Sheamus will not extend his contract. Rumors and reports suggested the former world champion was offered a lower-paying restructured contract, which he refused to accept. While still under contract, Sheamus is reportedly done with the promotion. I know he has changed his Twitter handle.
It's his I think the handle is still Sheamus
WWE,
WWE.
yeah,
The
yeah.
name is his like legitimate shoot name.
Stephen Farrelly, yeah.
Yeah.
I think we might see this soon.
Not if the AEW roster have anything to say about it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They're apparently very annoyed at old guys coming in and taking ex-WWE older guys coming in and taking all the spots.
I kind of like that.
It's
Very
hard to get on
TNA.
that show.
Fair thing to
Very
say.
TNA. It's very TNA.
It's not great.
It's like I completely understand why he wouldn't do it, like take the restructured contract. But it's like there are just not that many spots anymore. You know what I mean? Like not that many spots on TV, not many spots anywhere to go for him. So they are precious. Like I understand why that roster might be a bit,
especially when you think about like the New Day are available and are very much likely going across. The Machine Guns are another team that is very likely to come across.
Yes. Yeah.
Kairi Sane. And it's like there's a lot of names that are very likely to come across there, and then if you add Sheamus in as well, it's like, oh Jesus.
And then Tony Khan came on like I can't remember what it was, it was like an interview or a press conference, and said he'd really like to work with the Knockout Brothers and with
ELP.
Yeah, ELP, and also oh god, what's his name? The Never Openweight guy. New guy.
Yeah.
You know who I'm talking about, don't you?
Wolf?
Yes.
Wolf. Yeah, Alexander Wolf.
Aaron Wolf.
Aaron Wolf.
So, I mean, there comes a time where, like, somebody has to say, Tony, you have too many people. Stop getting...
You have some incredible young talent.
Yes, like, please use them.
Look at what you've done with Carl Fletcher and Takeshita. They weren't someone else's.
Yeah, and that's like... It almost felt like a couple of years ago, that was a tactic of WWE's. Hey, we're going to send you all of these people that we're kind of done with. You'll start using them, and the young guys will get pissed off, and then we'll sign the young guys. Like, and not luckily for AEW, a lot of them didn't do it. A couple did. But it's just, we'll see. We'll see what's going on with it. Like, don't get me wrong. I don't begrudge Sheamus having a job. I don't begrudge him getting work. They got to work. Having the bar back together would be awesome. Just there's only that many spots for that many people.
The reason I say the bar is specifically because Claudio is amazing and they're not doing a lot with him. And bringing in Sheamus would give Claudio something to do. And Claudio's on a ticking time log. Like he's in the latter half of his career. So I personally would love to see what the bar tear it up with, like the brothers.
I would love to see them go and do that in CMLL. I think that'd be really fun.
Right. That'd be great.
Because that's where Claudio has a separate contract as well. So do it down there. It doesn't have to be on AEW TV where there's not spots.
I love that.
I kind of feel like we're doing this show like 10 years ago, and you're talking about like Claudio in WWE. Well, he hasn't got a lot to do, so how about they team up with Sheamus? They could be a tag team. That'll give him something to do. I feel like history is just repeating itself with a different set of initials.
Yeah.
And it's a shame. It's a real shame because Claudio is undoubtedly phenomenally talented.
He is, but there are only so many spots on so many shows.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's the thing.
Even with 30,000 titles.
Yes. Speaking of spots on shows, Hiromu Takahashi, who left New Japan, is expected to join Naraku or Evil from New Japan in NXT. He's expected to go under the recently trademarked name Nox Rajin. Also, Richard Holiday. Yeah, that's who the name was apparently.
Ew.
Also, Richard Holiday is apparently could be signed if he isn't already, because he's had tryouts in the past. There was no timetable given for either man to appear on NXT or WWE TV. So we will see on that one. And that adds to the other names that we talked about before with Fightful reporting today that they think that the dropouts have signed with WWE. So we will find out in all the due course of time, I guess, with that. 3 matches named for SummerSlam so far. World Heavyweight title, Roman Reigns and Seth. Hell in the Cell, Brock and Oba, which I know Jeff is really looking forward to. And the Women's World Championship, Liv Morgan and Io Sky. Nothing really had been furthered from that one. Moving on
Thanks
to
Thanks for the shout out, Todd. Love it.
I know. You're a big fan of
We all know you're really excited for that match.
Yeah,
I want Oba to just...
You're well into it.
Yeah, I'm into it because I want Oba to win. Keep going.
Yeah. Alex Fire said Claudio now gets at least a decent amount of TV time. Yeah, mainly jumping around in a circle.
Yeah,
and then watching John Moxley walk to the ring.
He's a goon. He's not actually a guy.
Yeah. Moving to AEW, speaking of Claudio, Jack Perry was announced as re-signing today on Dynamite. There were rumors this week that they were still in negotiations. They're now. I really didn't think he was going anywhere else. Did you?
Where else was he going to go?
No.
Yeah, he was going
His
anywhere
best
else.
mate has the title in the other company. He's not going there.
Yeah.
No times.
It's like when people were talking about, Jack hasn't re-signed you, I'm like, he's going to.
Yeah, he's got no real option.
Where else is he going to go? TNA?
Could you imagine if
MLW?
If they started talking to Jack, and then like Punk's just like, no,
not happening, bro.
Fuck off.
If he comes, I go.
Oh dear. Tony Khan also announced that AEW All Out 2026 will take place from the Now Arena in Hoffman Estates in Chicago on Saturday. Thank God it's a Saturday because it means we'll get to watch it instead of having to be at work. Saturday, September 26th. So that would be great for us over here.
Thankfully,
Kyle Fletcher.
All Out are a month apart now.
Yes.
They're not a week apart.
I think before you launch into the next story, Todd, it is in due deference to people who are watching us on Twitch or listening to us without knowing couple of AEW spoilers are about to come up. This is your chance to go forward about a minute, 2 minutes, and then we've done it before. So
yeah, I know.
If you follow me on Instagram, you've already seen one of the spoilers.
Yeah,
so
if you follow us on Instagram, you've seen one of the spoilers. I didn't do the other one because he's not Australian.
But nonetheless, if you don't want to know, turn away now for a couple of minutes. All right, Tom, take it away, mate.
And now, okay. Michael from Moonside Press looks like Lena Cross and Megan Bain have aligned with Mercedes Moné today on Dynamite.
No,
Jamie nods to say yes.
Very excited.
Kyle Fletcher won the International Championship off Takeshita today on Dynamite, and that wasn't the biggest thing that happened on Dynamite today because as pretty much everyone assumed, Kenny Omega won the AEW title off MJF in the main event. Jamie, you watched the show because you do a watch along on your Pario magazine channel on YouTube, mate. What was Dynamite like? What were the matches like?
It was a really good Dynamite. The Carl Fletcher Takeshita match, shockingly good. Who would have thought? Ended with a sickening turnbuckle brainbuster.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
And then Kenny and the MJF match. MJF lost a long match. He doesn't normally lose the title in long matches, but it was long and it was really good. And
maybe Kenny was just like, I don't do that around here.
Yeah, no. This is a big comeback moment for me. We're not doing it in 2 seconds.
You're working New Japan, son.
And then the Casino Gauntlet.
Yes.
Todd's favorite returned and won. So I'm still wondering, was she ever even injured?
Yeah.
Because it seems very sus.
Well, it seems like it sucks if she wasn't. And they just go, look, we're going to take the title off you because we want you to win a casino battle royal.
Yeah, because we want you to go up after the world title.
It only really makes sense if she beats Tekla. I don't think she's going to beat Tekla.
No, neither do I.
So why would you do it?
Mercedes is the money match, I think.
Yeah, I think so as well.
Or the Monet match.
The Monet match, yeah. See, we keep talking about because the one thing that kind of annoyed me is that they, at the end of Dynamite, it felt like they were just going, the main event for All Out or All In.
Yeah, All In.
Is Kenny Omega in it, so nothing's going to happen between. What you're telling me right now is that between now and then, nothing is going to happen.
I said the exact same thing. I went, they do realize there's another pay-per-view before then, right?
Yes, because Redemption is before. That's where Tekla is defending a title against Willow.
Yeah.
Jamie, I believe that MJF was going to be carrying it through, but he's got an injured leg or something?
So he hyperextended his knee a couple of weeks ago and has been working through it, which is, Peggy and I both suspect, is why they moved this match forward, because this Kenny MJF match was apparently meant to be the Redemption main event, and they've since brought it forward a couple of weeks, and maybe he's realised I can't work through this.
Well, they couldn't have just rested him for a couple of weeks and have him do promos like they would normally do?
Maybe it's just not progressing as quickly as they thought it would, and they're like, well, is he going to be able to get to the point where he can do this match? We might as well, if he's injured, we might as well do it now so we can play into it a bit more.
Yeah, but if he was injured and they could get one more match out of him, why wouldn't you make that the pay-per-view? I know I'm asking you questions that you shouldn't. You're like, brother, I don't know the answer to this, but
that's what I mean. I think they brought it forward so they can play off it and he can play off it as I was hurt. Whereas if they waited another 3 weeks, they'd be like, well, you should have been more healed by that point. So you're not that hurt.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay. Moving over to Japan, and we had another title change. It's the season of title changes. Gabe Kidd defeated Shota Umino at the Road to G1 event to become the new IWGP Global Heavyweight Champion. Kidd apparently attacked the referee before the match began. He bloodied Umino during a brawl and spat on New Japan President Hiroshi Tanahashi. After that pre-match angle, Umino still chose to go forward with the match, and Tanahashi allowed it to continue, and then Gabe Kidd beat Shota for that title.
And forced Tanahashi to come and put the belt on him.
Yes. That body biz Gabe Kidd is a ruthless mother trucker.
Oh, jeez, isn't he?
So,
he's looking damn
yeah. Yeah, oh, my God.
And literally the body biz.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. Tiger Mask 4 retired after a 31-year career. He did a two-shot show, double back-to-back shows, where he wrestled Dynamite Kid. Is it Tom Billington?
Yes.
Sweet.
Yes. Yeah. So I actually saw some clips of it. I actually want to watch it just because I like him. I like Dynamite Kid. Tiger didn't look the best, unfortunately. It looked like his time had come, but amazing career.
Classic New Japan or Japanese wrestling fashion, guys go 2 or 3 years too long.
Yeah, I'm still a little bit upset that he never passed the mask to somebody. I hate to think that that's the mask ending. Like, I want to see a Tiger Mask 5.
You probably will. Like, he can still pass the mask to somebody.
Yeah.
He can still do it.
Is there I think there's a black tiger getting around in CMLL
Yeah,
now?
there was, because they had he was in one of the matches at the two shot that they did. The first night, I think he was in that match, and then the second night was the Billington match. It'd be Tiger Mask 6 or 7, I think. Oh, okay. Well, it wasn't. He was a different Tiger Mask. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Tiger Mask 5 was God, what's his name?
Ricochet.
One of the the Golden Lovers.
Kota Ibushi.
Yeah, Ibushi. I'm pretty sure Ibushi was a Tiger Mask at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
So, now I hope I'm reading this right. Tomoaki.
Tamaki.
Honma.
Tomoaki Honma.
Yeah, okay. Announced his impending retirement. He cited recent physical examinations that raised further concerns about the condition of his neck. He seriously had a serious spinal injury in 2017 that left him temporarily paralysed. Homna told the crowd when he announced it that he plans to improve his physical conditioning enough to have a retire match in his hometown next year. So that's...
that is stupid.
No, he's got to stop.
Tiger Mask W, thank you. Alex.
He should not have come back. Like, he largely wrestled in tags for a reason.
Yeah. Still in amazing shape, though.
He looks phenomenal, but be happy looking phenomenal and keep safe, mate. Like, I've never felt comfortable watching Honma wrestle because, like, dropping that headbutt the wrong way, and it could be really nasty. So it's a shame.
The New Japan Climax G1 Climax 36 lineup has been finalized with both of the Knockout Brothers earning their spots of the last two spots of the blocks. So we'll go through the blocks now. Block A, Konosuke Takeshita, Yotosuji, Sanada, Shingo Takagi, Jake Lee, Oleg Bolton, Hiroki Goto, Grado Khan, Yuto Ice, and I hate this guy's name.
Ryohei Uiwa.
See, that sounded like you were saying someone else's name backwards. I cannot get my mouth around that name. In Block B...
Okay, Todd, I've got a solution. A solution. Because you struggle to say Ryohei Uiwa, just call him Fred. We'll know who you mean.
Okay.
It's so like Fred Brazilian soccer players.
Yeah. So Fred Uiwa. It was over that Wimber way. In B block, Callum Newman will be back. Zack Sabre Jr., Shota Umino, Yuya Thank you. Ren Narita, Driller Maloney, Gabe Kidd, Hanare, Aaron Wolf, and Oscar round out the A and B blocks on that. Do we know off the top of our heads when the actual thing's starting?
Is
it this weekend? Okay. So I guess we have to do our predictions, and we'll give Lachlan a week's grace. Because let's face it, Lachlan won't know what happened next week anyway. He's still concussed.
Not if Ricky South gets a hold of him this weekend.
No, exactly. So what do we want to do? Winners of A and B block?
I think we need the top two to A and the top two to B, and then
that's
a
a
winner.
lot of people. Let's just do top A, top B, and then a winner.
All right. I reckon Takeshita.
I'm going for a roughie there, mate.
Yeah, of course I'm not going for a roughie. I mean,
might be why he dropped the belt today.
Yeah, there's a reason he dropped the belt. Takeshita, and I reckon it's going to be Shota. And Shota's going to win.
Umino?
Yeah, Umino. Shota.
Is that why you think he's got the belt off him? Usually they don't give a shit about that, though.
No, they normally don't give a shit about it, but I think that they've got a reasonably strong local roster, so they want Takeshita to kind of put Umino over to get him into the stratosphere, and that'll be a great match. No way.
If you look at it, the only one that's really not New Japan is still even a New Japan player. Like Takeshita is still like signed to a New Japan contract.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no outsiders anymore.
No,
not like there used to be. Alex Fireheart jumps in here. If you guys want a G1 report segment, I could volunteer to be a decent-bodied voice, so Todd doesn't have to say any Japanese names. I might take you up on that, Alex. I might have found a way I can do it so you can have a disembodied voice too, because I found out by accident the other day when we were recording the pre-show for The Purge. So I might take you up on that, Alex. Please remind me. Todd should get a little whiteboard with the names so he can just hold up. Do you know what I should do? I should do it, but have them phonetically written out.
Yeah.
That would help me more. I don't usually have to worry about this because this is a Lachlan job. Jamie, I have given you enough time, my friend.
I am going to go with Shingo Takagi in the A block.
Ooh.
And then in the B block, I am going to say Callum Newman. Because I feel like he kind of got short-shafted.
I mean, it's so difficult. This is the most difficult pick every year because we're just flying largely blind because we don't get to see the first couple of matches to see which way New Japan are thinking.
Well, that's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of the blind pick. Let's see.
That A block is just like...
Yeah, the A block's a murderer's row, isn't it, really? Just because he's a champion, I'm going to go Suji. And in the second... Oh, jeez. Dead air is great for a podcast too.
Say Hanada.
I'm just going to go Ren Narita. Just because I like Narita. I've always liked Narita.
That's an outsider.
Yeah, I know. Because, I don't care.
I realize I probably shouldn't have said Newman now, but that's okay.
So who do you think is going to win out of those guys? Sorry, Jeff, who do you think is going to win out of Takeshita and Umino?
I think it's going to be Shota Umino is going to take it out.
Okay, sorry, I'll just put that in bold so we know what we're doing there.
Yep.
And Jamie?
Who's the champ? Suji. Newman. They'll just run that back at the Dome.
Actually, that'd be a nice.
That'd be a good match.
Thing.
Depends on. I guess it all depends on who, what Will's doing around that time of year.
Yeah, it's kind of why I think Suji. I think Suji might win it all. They're going to put the rocket to him. Not that they haven't already, because that'll be back to back, won't it? I think. Did he win it last year?
Yes.
Yeah. Let's go. I'll do that. Let's go. All right. So that's our predictions for the G1. Sorry about the dead air, but I was literally forgot to think about this before we started.
Yeah, Alex is what I was just thinking after I said Callum. I was like, oh, that was silly.
It'd be Ospreay winning, but Wrestle Kingdom Spotlight match.
The only reason he didn't pick Callum is because maybe Will wins the world title, and then it's Callum and Will to pay off that story. That's a good
thing. We should start heading home, and if we head home, we have to talk about what the show is named after, making chicken salad. But before we can do that, we've got to talk about the shit too. So before we do that, before I ask who wants to do their chicken shit first, we'll play this.
You're a chicken shit.
You think you're funny, cracking jokes? I'm chicken shit? Yeah?
Jeff, what fake Twitter account are you mad at tonight?
I knew you were going to do that. The funny thing about that was, I was like, I bet you was going to say something about me being cranked on a fake fucking Twitter account. And sure enough, you delivered. So you are nothing if not consistent, bud.
Thank y'all.
It's not a fake Twitter account. I love that Natalia has a kick-ass gimmick that no one's watching because it's on NXT.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's really frustrating that she's got this incredible gimmick and still probably got 2 to 3 years left in the tank, and they're doing nothing. Like,
Just
even
wait
on
till she's on Evolve.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Even on NXT, she's not.
Why do you do this?
Because I like to fire Jeff up.
He's not highlighted. Like, Jamie, you noticed I really listened to you, mate. Yeah, I think that it's just a shame. It'd be great to see her like in a more prominent position.
Yeah. Jamie, like I had a choice. Who was your chicken shit, mate?
So Grayson Waller debuted new gear this week with a very obviously VB parody logo.
Yes.
I got nothing wrong with him doing a VB parody logo. I got an issue with a guy on Twitter called The Smartest Mark Alive trying to claim that that was his logo.
That's a fake account, mate.
No, it's not.
He's not actually the smartest mark alive.
I know, he's definitely not because, he put out a tweet saying, "Did Grayson just steal my logo I made over a year ago?" I'm like, bro, it is a parody logo. You cannot claim that someone is stealing your parody of a parody. Like, no.
I mean, there are a lot of
It's
other
like-
workers in Australia that could have said that anyway. Like Andy Rhodes did it for a while. I think Keegan Brettle did it for a while.
Exactly. Like it's a parody of a well-known Australian logo. Just because you did a Grayson Waller version of it doesn't mean that then when Grayson uses it, you can like go and try and cut him down and say, "Oh, he stole my logo." Like, no. Shut up. Stay in your lane. Because I know Grayson, if it was like a legitimate logo, he would just reach out to you and ask for permission or pay you to use it. He wouldn't just steal it. But it's a basic VB parody.
Yeah. Alex Fireheart said, "Chicken shit, someone hire the Wickles because good lord are they hot potatoing the AEW World title this year. I like the Derby run, but Kenny is likely to be dropping it to Ospreay, so this is going to be a short reign. Hopefully they prove me wrong, but it still bugs me at the moment. Oh, he's 100% dropping that title.
Yeah.
They are really hot potatoing that title. Wild Angel, I see your thing. I'm just not going to talk about them, if that's cool. I apologize, but yeah, can't be fucked.
However, Wild Angel, I think we unanimously agree with your statement.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, like, if Will doesn't win that title, English hooligans will burn that building to the ground.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a fair call. Yeah, I guess I have a chicken shit, but it's like I just don't know how to articulate it properly. Like I understand the whole CM Punk thing, I don't understand the handballing it to, like if you're going to do this with that with like CM Punk dropping it, Sammy dropping it to CM Punk, why give it to Sammy at all? I understand it was because it was in Saudi and it was blah blah blah. You could have found something else to do rather than just that short reign. It's very interesting to see what happens with Sammy and that. And I don't know if maybe they're going to make CM Punk a heel. And you couldn't do it on that night because, well, that night is Chicago and no one's going to boo Punk in Chicago. Wouldn't matter who he cashed in on, if you understand what I'm saying by cashed in. But I think there's a good opportunity to make CM Punk a heel now. Especially if he's going to be up against Cody Rhodes.
Punk is much better as a heel anyway.
And he prefers, Brooks himself prefers to be a heel. CM Punk himself loves being a heel because he gets to do all this sanctimonious stuff. Loves it.
Yeah, so that's my chicken shit. I understand why he did it. And the hot potato with titles, that's always going to happen. Title change because it's in the hometown is the ongoing chicken shit of mine. It feels like lazy. Well, it's better than what they used to do, and that just beat people senseless in their hometown.
Yeah.
So, so we've looked at the bad stuff. Let's check out the good stuff.
This chicken salad really is the bomb.
This chicken salad really is the bomb. Jeff, what is your bomb chicken salad for this week?
Simply put, occasionally you get to realize the impact that you make, and you get to do something really, really special. And I felt, and maybe this is a show chicken salad, but I felt that Saturday night, when we were the first outlet to even talk about the dropouts moving on from Australia, there was an electricity between the four of us, even though we couldn't really hear you, Jamie. You couldn't really hear us, Jamie. It felt really, really remarkable and really, really special. And it was a team effort, and it was something that was quite wonderful. And it was a thrill to be able to report to not only those in the chat, but clearly a lot of people who don't otherwise always check out Wrestle Radio Australia, how thrilling it was to announce that stuff. And it just shows what real podcast reporting and real news reporting and how much of an adrenaline rush that was. And so I want to thank you, Todd, because you so easily could have gone, nah, man, I'll just do the post show myself. Don't worry about it. But you didn't. So I managed to log on and be part of it. You were already a part of it, Todd. And then Lachlan and Jamie kind of interrupting and being part of the thing was really, really special. So yeah, I thought it was really good.
No, it was really. It was the fact that Jamie literally messaged me while we started saying, thing just got Drophouse just Tucky just vacated the title, blah blah. And literally outside of that building, we were the first people to say, "Hey, this has just happened."
Yeah, and that's so.
And then to have those guys there to do that was an idea of when people have live streaming shows that we can do stuff like that. That's pretty freaking cool.
Yeah.
And just the fact that, like you said, breaking news. We can say, hey, this is just developing. I had Jamie messaging me. I had Rose messaging me with stuff as well. So that sort of stuff while the show's going on, it's stuff you just can't normally do, like recording a podcast.
No. And, I think it certainly is literally a show chicken salad. Yes. It's about the show. As much as Andy Savage is saying, I'll just cover this one. Most fans in Australia are pretty cool. There's no shade on Success Story. There's not even, I wish they were staying longer. Everyone is just universally stoked for people like the Dropouts when they go, I noticed that Australia is not a you sold out country, and I'm really proud of that as part of the wrestling thing. I think it's kind of nice. Bloody DJ
says, having a live cross to the event was great. Thanks to you all. Yeah, first part of it didn't work too well, but once they got a seat, that was fine. That was really good.
Yeah, that inside that venue was loud.
Yes,
and then,
it was really loud.
And then to top it all off, Robbie said hi to Lachlan.
I will admit, when that first cross came over, because we'd always planned on doing it, just when that first cross came over, and it was so loud and so this is going to be a clusterfuck. This is probably not a good idea. What have we done? But that second part made up for all of that. I thought it was, you guys absolutely killed it. You and Lachlan, you, Jamie, especially with the filming that promo. So stuff that you might have missed when just recapping it to us, we got to actually relive it the next morning when you sent the vision through to me and I could actually edit it together. It was just great to see. So, thank you to you two, because I think you guys did a great job being there and then being able to, because you could have easily said, look, we just want to enjoy our night. Yeah. And I would have been completely fine with, understand completely, we'll talk about it on the show on Thursday. But the fact that you guys were still nah, that's something cool, we'd like to try that. Love it. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, no, that was fun. It's good.
Michael from Moonside Press said you guys have been smashing it lately. Great interviews every week and the pre and post shows as well. Thank you very much, Michael. You kill it too, my friend.
Yeah, love your publication, mate. Good work.
Jamie, what is your chicken salad?
So being in the venue live for PWA was awesome. But I also learned today on Twitter that on July 26th, one Jimmy Townsend is going to be challenging for the MLW World Title.
Yes.
Which is awesome. Like,
that is brilliant.
He looks
in great shape.
Amazing shape.
Amazing.
For him to have bet on himself, and I'm going to go to Canada, I'm going to work just as hard over there, and to get this sort of opportunity against Killer Cross is such an awesome thing for him to have, and glad to see him succeeding, having packed his life up and moved to the other side of the world.
Yeah. You know, well, that kind of ties in with my chicken salad this week, and that is like having Ricky South back in Australian wrestling is such a good thing for Australian wrestling. Not only that, but I know also this week it was announced that up here in Pro Wrestling League on our next show, he will be challenging Alex Yeet Stevens for the Pro Wrestling League title as well. So that'll be a really good match to see. Just seeing when we put the NU King of the Metro, Ricky South, seeing people from Canada responding to that and saying, we're going to miss you here in the Great North, like blah, blah, keep killing it over there. That tells you what an impact he made over there as well. So such a good thing to see. And so very happy that he got to do that and had that experience, and will bring that back to Australia and, like he was doing before, help so many more people coming through.
Yeah, he's one of those people that lives up to his moniker and gimmick of the example. He sets an incredible example. And then also like the dropouts. We have to be so super happy for those guys.
Oh,
yes, that's a chicken salad for the show as well. Like it's so good to see guys that work hard get the payoff.
Yes. Yeah. Because I mean, let's face it, we've seen stories in the past with like Slex and Brooksy and Kellyanne where they get so very close and then bullshit happens. So it's just good to see good things happen to good people. That's going to do it for this episode of Making Chicken Salad, guys. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to us. It's free. You can do it on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Twitch, or anywhere you get your podcasts from. If you stop by Apple Podcast, I'm going to do the things before we go. Stop by Apple, give us a 5-star, get us inside more ears. All of our socials, Wrestle Radio AU on Twitter and Instagram. Our merch is on Redbubble. If you want to buy any of that, proceeds don't go to us. They go to Beyond Blue and Gotcha for Life, two charities that we really do support here at Wrestle Radio Australia. Jeff, what do you have coming up this weekend, my friend?
This weekend, as I mentioned, I will be at PCW on Friday. Michael from Moonsalt Press, if you're there, come and say... PCW on Saturday. Michael from Moonsalt Press, if you're there, come and say hi. Our friends from Without Pyro, I think it's going to be one of their last shows, which will be quite wonderful. Follow them on Insta. They're going around the world for, I think they've said, a year to watch international wrestling. They've already booked tickets to...
you met them at PWA?
Yeah, Lachlan and I met them at PWA. Very cool people.
Oh, lovely. Yeah.
Try and, like I said to you last time, Jeff, try and film something with them, because I'd want to have their story, because that'd be cool to hear.
I'd love to. I've got a mate coming who knows he's got to shoot some footage, and I might also have an interview or two with a PCW person or two. Not sure who yet, but we'll work that out.
Yeah. Jamie, you're at Rock and Roll Wrestling this weekend?
Yes, I'll be at Rock and Roll Wrestling on Saturday evening, and then back
selling your wares, or are you just watching the show?
I'll be selling Australian wrestling cards, so if you want to get the August pack, you can grab those. And lots of fun stuff coming up with podcasts. The Shane Haste cover feature magazine is available now as well, so lots of cool things happening.
Awesome. I will be back tomorrow night with my good friend Rose as we watch episodes 3 and 4 of the first ever PWA Premiership with such greats as Charlie Evans and Grayson Waller, or as he was known then, Matty Wahlberg. Very interesting stories that are always popping out in that show. Also, we never know who might drop in. Like people keep saying, I might drop in and talk to you and stuff like that. So Rose has always got something up his sleeve. So it'd be very interesting to see what might be happening there. Not to mention, there always could be one or two. I play that just because it makes Jamie so very happy.
I got so excited about the Rose character on the graphic, and now you've ruined it.
The Rose character, you're like, oh, he's a permanent part now.
I love that he's just decked out in all White Sox gear.
Yeah, I know, because it's basically all he had. And you know what? I couldn't find a Nickelback shirt to put on him, otherwise I would. So until tomorrow night, for Jeff Setti, for Jamie Apps, for a currently suspended Lachlan Albert for brutally attacking Robbie Eagles with his chest, I'm Todd Eastman, and I'll see you guys tomorrow night. And also there'll be an interview on Monday or Tuesday, but I can't tell you what it is yet because I don't like doing it until I've recorded it. So until then, or I might be able to tell you on Friday night. So tune in tomorrow night. I'll tell you who the interview is. So until then, we'll catch you around.
Trying to make chicken salad out of chicken shit, and it was just awful.
I've turned chicken salad into chicken shit. I will continue to do so.
Making chicken salad out of chicken
Make chicken salad out of chicken shit. People is as people does, that's all there is to it.